Watchlisters, your girl Ramat is back. You know the drill. So without further ado, let's get right into it. On today's menu, I'll be sharing my opinion on the movie White Flower, directed by Stephen, while also sharing reviews by other viewers. Before we dive in, let's have a look at the trailer and I'll be right back with the scoop.
Let me tell you something. Husband and wife, they fight well. Don't worry, when you get married, you understand.
Rolly?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever worked in close contact with a man? You need to learn to relax.
You know the grits. I mean, as far as Maurice, stingy go.
Ada, you must never go anywhere alone with her. Do you understand me?
Do you know that you are the sweetest woman I have ever had? And the sweetest woman I will always have.
One would hardly see any woman with her natural hair these days. All we have is bone straight hair, fake bum bum. Rolly, you're not a kid. I just want to have a taste.
Oh, this is very common, I must point out. Some of these women will never speak up.
I want him to pay for nearly destroying my life. I want him to pay.
I can assure you she has no other option but to withdraw her statements and tender a public apology.
Things like this shouldn't still be happening.
Every dog has its day.
No go better for your papa normally. I swear.
Tell her to drop this witch hunt of a thing and apologize.
Let's not make this any more difficult than it already is. You're out.
And you're a clown. I built this company with my blood and my sweat.
You will not make yourself a cover girl for rape victims.
Survivors, Dotsu, not victims.
He knows what to say. He has so much swag.
See, I'm harmless, and I like you. Come and watch Bibi Naija.
On the said night, did you accept to collect money from the claimant? I told you, and you acted like you knew everything. I told you.
Objection, my lord.
Objection overruled.
She seduced me. One thing led to another, and we had consensual sex.
Welcome back, guys. Here's a quick summary of the movie. White Flower, directed by Stephen. Anyways, this time around, she's not the writer. Follows the story of 3 women facing abuse and assault by men in their community. Though living in the same compound, so each woman's circumstances differ. The individual journeys of standing up against the abusers led to varying outcomes. The film explores the difficulties of their struggles, highlighting various paths taken by survivors in their quest for justice and healing. This movie has interesting casts like Damilare Kuku, Deyemi Okolawon, Tony Abrams, Zubi Michael, Nosa Alex, Esho Dike, and a host of other amazing actors. Now, to what other viewers have to say about the movie. So, according to Shoduan Kim 515, he said, and I quote, "But we don't really know what happened to Mr. Gowon, Zubi, and also Adolisa's father. I think this movie isn't yet completed." Although he said or is of the opinion that the producer should do something about it, which I completely agree with him because the end sort of seemed flat. For me, there wasn't like the conclusion, there wasn't much to like, okay, what really, it left us wondering what happened to Adolisa's father. Was he caught? Was he arrested? And what happened and all that. So, according to Andre H6339, excellent movie. Abuse against women has to be stopped. Well, you're right, because the movie actually is about rape, and assault, molestation against women in workplace, home, and all that. So yeah, I quite agree with you on that. The movie sort of captured the story in-depthly. So those are the comments we have by other viewers. I haven't read the comments, some of which I completely agree with and some I don't. I'll share the good and the bad of the movie based on my opinion, of course. Where should I begin with? The good or the bad? I'll start with the good. For me, I personally think White Flower tackles domestic violence and rape with a refreshing dose of reality. The movie knows how to handle serious subjects without being too serious. It weaves a tidy story with a touch of sarcasm and lightning that sort of lightens the mood. The conflicts are expertly crafted, keeping you on the edge of your seat. And let's not forget the clever simultaneous rape scenes, which pack a visual punch. The cast is on point. They delivered solid performances without stealing the spotlight. The cinematography adds an extra, genre with visually appealing shots that catch your eye. White Flower proves that you can address important issues while still keeping things entertaining. Yes, and it's a must-see for those who appreciate a good mix of substance and humor. So now to the bad parts. Of course, not all amazing or true. White Flower tries to be a master of all stories, but ends up being a jack of none. It spreads itself into things like butter on too much bread, if you know what I mean, like too much stories in one. It would have been wiser to stick with Rollercoaster's tale of workplace power imbalances and sexual abuse rather than juggling multiple stories that dilute the main plot. It's like ordering a buffet but only getting a taste of each dish. The film feels unsure of itself, over-explaining its theme as if it's worried we won't get the message. Well, I still didn't get the message at some point. Talk about a dialogue overdose. Did they think we needed a TED talk during the movie? And don't even get me started on the loose ends. What happened to Prince Jimmy, for instance, we don't know. Did he vanish into thin air? And poor Adolisa's sister, stuck in post-traumatic disorder, limbo. Did she ever find a way out? We don't know. The extra side plots from Adolisa's family are like misplaced puzzle pieces that never find their place. It's like trying to solve a Rubik cube and realizing some of the colors are missing. Wahala. In the end, White Flower leaves you with a sense of confusion, and that's the truth, and unsatisfied cravings. It's like going to a fancy restaurant and leaving hungry. Why go there in the first place? Better luck next time anyway. White Flower, stick to one dish and serve it up right. So it would have been nice, made a lot of sense if they had just stuck to telling Rollercoaster's story. In a nutshell, I would have liked the White Flower better if it focused almost entirely on Rolly's experience with workplace abuse and all that, and that was what I said earlier, and if it was written majorly as a legal drama. Anyways, having said that, in a nutshell, if I were to rate the movie, I'll rate it 5/10. I shall try. 5/10? No, I take it back. I'll rate it 4/10. Yes, 4/10. I tried. That's because the 4/10 is even because of the cinematography, the sound, the costume, and all that. Though it wasn't bad for a movie that is meant for a movie that's sensitive, for a movie that is not meant to be all loud and all that. So yeah, it's okay. So yeah, it's a wrap, guys, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And of course, feel free to share your thoughts on this movie in the comment section, and I would like you guys to tell me or suggest movies you would like me to review. I'm here to see suggestions. Thank you very much. See you guys in my next video. Bye.